Hey everybody, welcome back to Life is Feudal. We are back at the pad, and if you were here last time, you know we got the foundation of the house set up. Had a couple little issues as far as leveling the terrain, getting everything flattened, those kind of being two different things, but I think once I got those figured out, it seems like it's really not that difficult. So anyway, we've got this here. We're going to look again at the materials needed in order to put the house together. You can see that we're going to need 5 building logs. I was going to say, I think that's what they're called. And we need 150 clay. Now we're going to go around and gather those today in this episode. We're going to get this house set up much earlier than I initially thought. I thought it might take us an episode or two, but it looks like we may have that done today. But what I do want to do is go back to something I said in the first episode, where I said at the end I was going to take you on a tour through the town nearby. Let's go do that now. I'm going to show you what they've got set up over there. It's very cool. And then we're going to come back here and get this house set up. Okay, I've brought you over here to the southwestern corner of the town. You can see they've got the wood fence now going along the western side, which is very cool looking. And that looks like it goes along the ground level. And then as it goes out here along the southern end, they've actually built the earth up a bit to continue it at that elevation. So you can see it goes around there. This is where the gate will eventually be once they get that in. And my pad is just across the way behind the woods over there, where the road runs alongside of it. Now I ran over here because I actually didn't notice until I started heading to town that they really cleared the woods out here. In fact, you can see there is a very, very clear shot of the ocean, which is awesome. I think it looks really good. So initially when I first ran over, I thought, oh, they've got to fill this back in. I'm sure they'll probably be replanting all these trees. But now seeing this view, I'm almost thinking it would be cooler if they didn't. They may still want to block it in and keep this place kind of secluded, so they may replant the woods here. But if it were me, I would want to leave it open because that's a killer view. Very cool. So we're going to run along the fence here. You can see there the wall. As the wall kind of comes up to this level, we level out. And they've cleared out the woods here. You can see they've got an orchard planted. These are probably, they got these trees going here. They're probably planting these for easy, so they can just come down and chop these guys down again. For more wood. I'm sure they need a lot more wood. Although, it looks like they do have the fence going all the way around. Very cool. You can see from this little hill, we can look down in there, and they've got a number of other trees. Yeah, it looks like they've been busy planting trees inside the town as well. The farm in there, the homes. Very cool. Yeah, this got cut way back. This tree line went right up to the fence here. And in fact, continued on the other side, I believe. And this is the view from the northwestern corner where we just ran along this wall up here. They've cleared all of this out. In fact, it looks like they've kind of cleared out the last bits here as well that were blocking the view of the mountain. So I don't know if they'll leave that open as well, but it's very cool looking. Again, more planted trees, more cleared out area here. It's very cool. Let's actually just run down in here. And I'm sure they're going to do some kind of road into here, or not. Maybe they'll just have the entrance on the south side, but for now I'm sure they'll just leave this last bit open. They could have closed that, but I think there's essentially no way in until you put the gate in, so they're going to leave that as is. That's cool. They got a little platform over there. I've never seen that before. Let's go check this out. Looks like they've been doing some digging. A little clipping through the ground there. You can see that the entire island sits on an ocean. If you fall in there, you basically just need to restart your game. Look at this. Ghost is decked out. He's got some killer armor now. You can hear it clanging around, too. Let's jump up here if I can. Whoop, everybody's dropping in. And there's Wiley. This is Wiley's server he's set up. So they are definitely the guys in charge around here getting everything set up. Let's go check this out, like I said. Walk on up here. Oh, very cool. This is actually a really... From a distance, I didn't think you would be able to look out over the side, but you can quite easily. I'm wondering if you can make more platforms to walk along, or if each one has to have these steps up. I'm not sure if that's 2 different pieces or what, but it's very cool. So they have all their workbenches, furnaces, everything up in that corner. Like I said, it looks like they planted some trees. They've got, you can see the signpost down, so they've got other things coming. And we can see, oh, training dummies. That's cool. We were talking about this. So you'll be able to attack them and get skill in combat. And they've got things lying around here, probably various materials and everything to keep things moving along. A chest. And of course we have the homes here, which have all been claimed. Now you can actually mouse over these and see this is Ghost's home there. Here's Wiley's home. Got a number of them in here. There's Dak, Apollo, Adam. There we go. Michael McLeod. Very much the farmer around here. Got all the tanning tubs. We have a loom here. The spinning wheel. The coop. You can hear the chicken in here. They probably have multiple at this point. All kinds of stuff here. Dyeing frames. They are definitely set up here. Even have an alchemist table. Wiley's got his sword out. Awesome. We'll give him a little bow. Very cool looking sword. And of course you got the farm here. And it looks like that pretty much wraps it up. You've got, you know, some trees here they've planted. I'm sure that's all about having more wood to use for construction. It's very cool. We got some trees planted here. And this is actually pretty cool. They got a ramp out here. Huh. Maybe they're actually going to build a ramp on the other side as well. In fact, that sounds familiar. I do recall talk of a ramp. But anyway, that's the quick tour of the town. I think it's looking very cool. You can see they plan on bringing the fence all the way around here. Probably needing all of that wood to get this thing finished, but it's really coming along. Good job, guys. Okay, so let's go ahead and get started on the house here. Now, one of the first things we need is 5 building logs. So normally what we would do is we would chop down a tree, and then we would saw it up. But we do have the chopped trees around us, so I could just kind of steal from those. Let's get the saw equipped though. Move this guy over. So let's see, we have the saw here, and I think what we will get rid of is probably the pickaxe. We're not using it right now. So we'll take that off. We'll drag over the saw. Then we can get started here. So I think I will go ahead and you know what? Actually, no. Let's go ahead and chop down a tree out here, because if I take it out, if I use one of the ones around the trim there, then I want to replace it and drag one over. But we can actually chop this down out here, and then we can cut the logs out of it from here. Carry those guys down. So I don't recall how many logs we get out of this. I want to say it was 2, but that was also a while back. Building logs. And so I don't know if my increased skill now means that we'll get more or anything, but we'll take a look. We failed to produce something, so that does happen, unfortunately. We lost the log there. Let's try this again. Set that as the default. Hopefully I don't have to clear out too much of this stuff. Otherwise I will run back there and make an attempt on all the stuff that I have set as the trim. Okay, let's see. Saw out a building log. Hopefully we can do this with a little more success. There we go. We've got one. You can see it popped in the inventory. It's squishing the apple right now. Okay, and then that was it. We failed to produce anything more. So anyway, I'm going to move that up there. We do have the 1. We just need 4 more. So I'm going to go ahead and probably chop some more trees down here and try to get those 5 gathered up. Okay, we've got the logs now, although they're pretty heavy. So we're going to go ahead and create. We're going to jump in here really quick, open the inventory, and drag the 2 in that we're carrying. I can't quite carry 3. We're going to go ahead and hit build. So I'm going to get busy on that. Try to get those woods hammered in once again with my hand. That's how strong I am. Get this thing set up. I don't know if it'll visually change. I'm kind of interested to see if it'll kind of do a partially built stage or not. No, doesn't look like it. But let's go ahead and check it out. You can see we now have 2 of 5 done. And we go back over here to the bag I've been dropping. Once again, we can only carry 2 of these guys. I can actually shift-click to separate these. And grab 2 more. And then, of course, we'll just need 1 more after that. Okay, with the board set up there, we are 5 of 5. And now all we need is the clay. And we've actually got a good chunk of that here. So we're just going to have to dig some of this out. And let's see, we're going to go terraform, we're going to lower the ground level, set it as default. And you can see that we have 20 right now, we need 150. So we just need 130 more. So we're going to be out here shoveling for a little bit. It won't be too bad though. Actually, not bad at all. For some reason I thought we got 30, but I forgot it's actually 60. So we're just going to need to do this 2 more times. Lower this down. And then we will be just about set. Okay, we are back with our clay. I'm very excited about this. Let's do this. We're going to walk up here, right-click that. It can be a little hard to select that. Bring up the inventory. We need 150. There is 20. We just need, that was, yeah, I think we just need the 30, right? 29, 30. Okay, cool. So we have 150. That's all we need. This should be it. We're going to go ahead and build and see what happens. It should just pop into existence once we've formed it with our hands here. It would be nice if he had the hammer in his hand, but alpha is alpha, right? Well, there we go. That answered that. Very cool. Check that out. Our very first house. Got the door over here. Yes, we do. Looks like we can just walk in here. That's cool. So we could put things in here. We could, I think, I've seen other people talk about putting a chest inside. I don't really see the point of making a chest because anybody can open it, which is the same as leaving a bag on the ground. But anyway, we could, we could make like some furniture. We could make a chair, bed, stuff like that. And people could walk off with those, but that's cool. We have our house up here, and I think it's looking pretty sweet. So here's another view, another angle of the house. You can see it up in the top right up there. And we got the raised ground. We've got the hut looking very camouflaged. It's pretty cool. I'm thinking we'll throw a couple of the trees up there and shroud it a little bit. I don't want it to be completely invisible from the road, but I have cleared out a little bit, especially back behind it to get it made. So I'm going to probably clean that up. And of course you can see the angle to town there. And I think it's really cool having these birch trees here. Kind of awesome. I really dig the lighting in the game. The graphics look great. Look at these trees. So pretty. So anyway, we've got these the birch trees between us and town. I think it's a very cool setup. I think everything looks really good in this game. Really fun. Something really rewarding about putting in the time and being able to make these kinds of things. It's pretty awesome. But one thing it does raise is that at the start of this, at the first episode, I said that we were going to kind of have this challenge of building a house and see how long that took. I did say somewhere 3, 4, maybe 5 episodes. I forgot exactly what I said. We are now currently at 3, and we have completed the goal. So I do have a couple other things in mind, though, to continue this. It seems like you guys have been enjoying this, and so I think I'm going to run some of these ideas by you. So here we are out at the west coast, staring out into the ocean. I'm actually out where the road ends from town. It kind of goes right up between the woods there. I've got my shack up to the right and the town right behind it. The new clearing actually pops out over there to that beach. So I've got a couple ideas for next projects, but let me tell you about what's coming in the next episode or two. What I'm thinking for episode 4, the next episode, is that I want to go explore the world a bit and check out what other people are doing. For example, there is a lake near us. In fact, I can bring the map up here. You can see we're out here on the coast. There's a lake here, and there's a number of huts and homes out here that I went and looked at previously, and I think at this point there are a number more, so I want to see what they're doing out there. Some of these had some really cool views. Also, if I pan off of this a bit, this is the largest mountain on the map, and I heard that there is a town or village set up somewhere south of here. I've talked to a few people who are over there, so I definitely want to go check that out and show you guys what they're up to, because I haven't seen it myself, so I'm definitely interested in checking that out. Now, that's what I'm kind of thinking will happen over the next episode or two, is kind of go exploring a bit and see what other people are doing. Additionally, there's a number of other things we can do. I've got a couple different ideas. One, for example, was making some kind of fortification near my place that's right on the road in the woods, kind of like a gate you would have to pass through in order to continue on to the town, the main gate of the town. I thought that might be kind of cool. Maybe put like, a couple huts nearby and make like a fence or something that just goes off into the woods and it kind of stops. I thought something like that might be kind of cool. Not anything really big, just a wood fence maybe. Another idea was to come out here, follow the road out here to pretty much where I am now. And I actually last night was leveling some of this terrain just to kind of see if I thought this might be cool. But I thought I might come out here and just start making huts, just start making places for people. If there's a hut out here and it's unclaimed, you can come up to it, claim it, and that's your bind point. Now, you do have to reclaim every X amount of hours. I don't know if it's 12 hours or 24 hours or something like that. You have to claim it, or it becomes open for somebody else to claim. But I kind of thought we could just build places out here and kind of set up a small little beach town that's just open for anybody to use. It's like you could just come out here, get set up, you know, have a place to bind, and then do whatever you want from here. I kind of thought that might be cool. I'm kind of leaning that way, but I definitely want to get your guys' feedback. Let me know what you think might be kind of cool. Additionally, I think pretty soon here I'm going to pass out the server information. I think that's okay. The Wiley, who's hosting the server, he's been posting it around, so I'm sure you could search, you know, Wiley and, you know, online. He's posted on Reddit before, so it wouldn't be that hard to find. But anyway, I'm going to talk to him and see if that's a cool thing to be mentioning in here. But yeah, so anyway, it could be that you guys could even, those of you with Life is Feudal, could jump in here and help me on various projects if you wanted to, or you could just do whatever you want to do, as you do in this game. Thanks for watching, everybody. I appreciate it, and I hope you guys stick around next time, episode 4, for exploring the world here, and I will catch you then. Thanks again for watching, everybody. I appreciate it. Here's a look at what's coming up next time. Okay, so he's saying you must leave at once. We'll go ahead and surrender since that's an option, if we can. That was great. You just came out of nowhere and slashed me. Oh, I must leave at once. That's actually kind of funny. Oh boy.